Love this little GnomeDozer. I like these tracks on it. It reminded me of Short Circuit a little bit. So let's try and use these and make a Johnny 5 style robot. So I printed out 2 of these tracks. They're very nice, but they're a bit too small. Oh, I printed out some bigger ones. That's better. So yeah, so I want that to come up and have a body on here. I need to connect them somehow. Need a bit of sanding on the bottom as well. And then I've got to join them together. Now I've been cutting stuff on my laser cutter and I've got loads of these spare. I was cutting some circles out to store my airbrush paints in, and I thought I'll do some little circles and smaller circles inside it, and then might be able to use these for something. So yeah, so what I thought was maybe if I stacked a few together and then glued them like that, I can put those in the middle, and that can be what the body attaches to. It's a bit wide though. Yeah, that's better. Yes, I think I'll still stick some other things on them. So let's get one of these, and maybe cut it there and there. This is the bit I want to keep, and I can glue those on the top. Do the same thing for another one as well. Well, that was easier than an IKEA GU10. Using PVA wood glue for this because, well, wood glue is the best thing for wood. Okay, I'll leave that for later. So that should go on there. Then I want a tube going up. So I've got one of these, which is actually, it's the tube from the bottom of one of these garden light things. Well, like that, not this one. So I think I'll connect that to there somehow. I'll probably need to just file that down circular a little bit. I think I'm going to do that in the vice, so you won't be able to see that, so bear with me. I'm going to use one of those. It's gone in a little bit. I noticed on one of my previous videos I had a very dirty thumb. I apologise for that. That should work. So if I connect that to there, then that's a very tall robot. But yeah, so that should be the bottom of its body. That should work quite well. Are you dry yet? No, you're not. I'll save you for later. Alright, let's think about the body. Got some of these bits out of, well, I don't know what it was. I think it was an old soldering iron. And you know I do soldering irons, just not to make hands. Yeah, it was an old soldering iron station, although this looks like it was out of a monitor. Some bits of circuit board. I like this bit. But I was thinking about using that as a body somehow. So if that's stuck on the top of there, I think that would work. Let's work out how tall I want him. It goes on there. I don't want him to be that tall. Maybe need to cut him across there. Oh no! Went into hyperspace. It's okay, I got it. Gonna look a bit like that. Brand new sheet of rough stuff. Right, is this done now? Yeah, pretty much so. That should still be the same, so let's stick that to that. Okay, it's a little bit topsy-turvy, but that doesn't matter. Into these sort of robots, it's fine. So I hope that this will now fit in there. And that's the bottom of my Johnny 5. That's working quite well. I think I might styrofoam the side of that. Right. A little bit robot-like. That's in proportion. Then I've got room to put arms across the top, and that's probably about as high as it needs to go. Sand the bottom of that. It's a little bit back heavy now, so I'm going to need to make sure his arms come out the front. So what am I going to do with his arms? Well, I've got one of these tubes from one of the rub out pens again. Blue one this time. So I thought I could have his arms across. Although I got this in a pound shop. Look at this. Oh, this makes me feel like Craftsman. Look, it just happens to be a robot. But he's got nice little ball and socket arms. Part of me thinks I could cut that down the middle and maybe stick that on both sides. So can I cut him down the middle now? Oh yeah! Oh, that's definitely getting there. Right, I'm pleased with that. That is definitely looking robot-y. So I'm not going to use these arms like this, but I wonder what will happen if I just... that. So, look at this. What I'm wondering is, I think that middle bit will fit on there. Right, sorry again robot, here we go again. Cut those down a little bit. This is going to be dangerous. Look away, Craftsman. Okay, so I did it. I managed to get those hands attached to the end of the arms, and then also these very small but essential bits will go in there. But I'm going to leave the arms for now. Let's just work on the head. My GU10 bulb, I got one of these tasty bits of circuitry out of. I think I'm going to have that as the head. You see, like that. That looks quite nice. So I will paint this, but also I want to leave some of the circuitry visible because I think that's a nice, well, yeah, it's more of a cyberbot than a trash bot, but still electronic trash, isn't it? I'm going to have another go at soldering. I mean, it was a bit of a disaster last time, but that's why I've left these bits on the back. I think I'm going to try and solder something that I can use as the neck to go on the back of there. And I want that. I'm going to have that as the back of his head. So now I need to work out whether I should glue this. So I want this to go like this really. Should I glue it or should I solder it? Let's try soldering it. Yeah, that is looking like a little robot now. A little Johnny 5. I think I'm going to get that wire. Oh, look at that. If I take those two wires down, they almost look like pistons. In fact, if I take that off, just cut it there, then I can pop that back on and pop that back on. Well, put that on that side now, not pop it back on, but It's never on there in the first place. And that gives me two little pistons at the side of the head. There's a little unexpected benefit. A little, just down there, there's a little crevice. I'll pop it in there. And hey, two little pistons. Alright, so is that still top heavy? Oh, a little bit. You know, maybe I can bend this forward a little so it all goes wrong. Hey, that's it. That's what I was hoping I'd be able to do. I've got an idea to put something else on the front of this as well. So, right, so there's just the arms to work on now. It all depends whether I want the arms to be articulated at the shoulders. I think I'm going to, even if it's just a little bit, give him some elbows. Got him. Oh, it's a bit big, but that doesn't matter. That will do. Bit big, but a bit big when they're down by the side. But if it's like that, he'll be okay. Right, I'll repeat that with the other one. Well, here he is. Number 5 is alive. How alive is he? Oh! Of course, number 5 had a missile launcher on the back, but hey, this is a friendly number 5, it's not a military one. I think I need to add a few more greeblies on it. I've got some ideas for that. I need to get rid of those sharp things at the back as well. I want to give it a bit more personality, so give me a few minutes and I'll sort something out. So I think you probably get the idea of what I'm going to do on this now. So I'm going to go away a bit and do some extra soldering to wire some things up and come back to you. So here's my number 5 scratch built with GnomeDozer treads, a bit bigger than a GnomeDozer, a bit of a outside solar light, a Kinder egg, and a little display and a bit out of a bulb. So I'm really happy with this. Obviously this is the silhouette. I will fix the arms in position at some point, and I also need to paint him. I think I'm going to go for some kind of metallic-y silvery sort of effect of this, but I'll do that maybe in another video. But yeah, I finished my soldering by the way, and look, number 5 is alive. In the next video I'm going to do some code to actually give him some properly animated eyes, something that you might be able to put into your projects. But I want to do it in a way that's a lot cheaper than using the more expensive bits of electronics. I want to do it as cheap as possible so it's available for anyone to use. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you're happy number 5 is alive. Please subscribe if you enjoyed this, and bye.